Here we go. What's happening, everybody? I see y'all packed in there. Y'all heard that we was going to invite the man. Y'all heard we was going to invite a professional comedian. And I ain't talking about me because I ain't been nowhere professional yet. All I do is my little hood jokes behind the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we've got the Chicago Bears hat wearing Jay Moore in the building. Salute, my brother. How you doing today?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I appreciate. Let me get in the camera. Hey, what up? What up? Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. I tried to bring a little winning team, little winning flavor on the show with the Bears.
Yeah. Any
so far,
color
so
looks
good.
better.
I don't want to put the jank on us, though.
Any color you wearing looks better than that shit my man Larry wearing, looking like he going to a MAGA rally. Larry, what the hell is up, man? You trying to make America great again?
I had to go ahead and represent for my immigrants, represent for Black Lives Matter, and for everybody out there who's who's a Trump supporter. I just wanted to make you double take. Because anytime they see a black person with a MAGA shirt or hat, they want to try and run up to them and be all buddy and friendly like they met the good Negro. So I just have to make people double take. So they come thinking, oh, it's one of the good ones, and then they get up close, they're like, ah, shit.
Yeah. You fuck them up
they
like
think you about to make them feel better about how they doing. They say, oh, okay, well, we don't feel so bad because a couple of the blacks, they agree. He's one of them. Here's one of the blacks. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then as soon as they get up and read all that stuff, they'll be like, what the fuck?
Hey, you tricked me.
Yeah, they be all upset with you. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to give Jay Moore a proper entrance. We don't invite nobody to this channel without giving them a proper entrance. And because of the mystique your subscribers have brought to this channel, we're going to give you an old school 80s proper entrance like you, the 6-time champion of the world.
Woo! Let me tell you something, Lamont. When I get up on the stage, then the nature boy get in the ring. Woo! They not ready for what I'm about to do.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I told you, we straight 80s babies tonight, but y'all know what we here for. Y'all know exactly.
Before we move forward, though, we move forward, we have to establish what team he is truly on.
You better not say nothing about Carrie and Locks. I'm telling you.
I wasn't talking about. Talking about the professor that got banged out by Zeke in the stall. I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about.
That was just a little extra credit. That's all.
That was right. That was. That's right. That was extra credit. That was
about
extra
9
credit
inches of extra credit.
Research for her.
Here we go. Here we go, man.
So I need to establish which team Jay Moore is on. I need to ask you.
Oh, Lord.
Is it Killmonger, who is the rightful ruler of Wakanda? The liberator of black people across the planet from their oppressors, Killmonger, the rightful ruler.
How was he the rightful ruler, though?
Thank you.
He defeated T'Challa.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
The only reason why T'Challa came back is because he had help 3 times. First, he was about to get struck down. Hold on, break. The first time he was about to get struck down and beheaded, and then Zuri stopped him. Forrest Whitaker's character stopped him. That was the first time he got help. The second time, after they threw him over the thing, then the Jabari found him and helped him. And then what's her name? The spy, what's her name's character? She went and stole the flower, and then the mother grind up the flower and gave him and turned him into the Black Panther. That was the third time. And then when he came back and fought him, just talking about, I'm not done yet, the challenge is still on, and he went to fight. He cheated then because the challenge is supposed to be fought without the powers of the Black Panther, and he fought with the powers of the Black Panther. So
I'm with you on that, though. You make a great point, and I'm with you on all of that. And I really can't say nothing on that.
I can. Point. Well, David, I can. See, this all Larry wants. This is what
it is the truth.
This is what he's asking for. This is what Larry's asking for.
Yeah,
this
go ahead and burn all that.
My king, we cannot do that.
It is our tradition.
When I tell you to do something, I mean that shit. Burn it all.
God.
I didn't say he was gonna be a good president. He won and turned into Trump. That's a problem.
That's it. That's it.
I'm not saying he should be, but Larry do got a point. He did beat him fair and square. He did get the help. They did, but they both had the heart-shaped herb in their body though when they fought the last time. Although neither one should have it, they both did have it. So I can't say that he cheated on the last fight because they both had it.
Here's the reason why I say he cheated on the last fight with that, because T'Challa had been used to fighting with the herb in his system, so he knew better how to control the herb and how to fight with the herb. It was brand new to Killmonger,
right.
So he wasn't as experienced. And that was supposed to be part of the thing, is you have to take the herb out of your system so it's a fair fight. And so it wasn't a fair fight because, one, he was cheated out of the victory when Zuri stuck his sword out, his staff out, and kept him from T'Challa from getting his head chopped off. And then because T'Challa knew how to fight with the herb, he had an advantage. Look, Lamont.
You make a good argument, man. I got to give credit where credit is due.
And Killmonger is the rightful ruler of Wakanda.
Larry, I got two questions for you. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. Did he kill him?
He cheated.
Okay. No. Yes or no? Did he kill him? He threw him over the waterfall. Did T'Challa die?
He would have, except that
he didn't die. And did he yield? Did he yield?
No. See, this is the thing.
Did he yield? He did not yield. He did not die. So the fly got squashed.
No,
as a matter of fact, what happened was Killmonger was the fly that we saw on Mike Pence. That's what happened.
Nope, the challenge is supposed to go uninterrupted.
Well, too bad.
And it was interrupted multiple times.
Killmonger threw his ass off the waterfall like he thought he was going to die, and he didn't die. And he came back and whipped his ass in fair combat. Simple as that.
Now, I just want to say, Tressa C is talking about it's a fictional movie. I just want to say, Tressa, I'm sorry that you don't have your Wakanda visa, but for those of us who have been there, we know. So,
hey, she ain't allowed inside the force field.
I am not going to let you talk about Tressa C like that when she is a mainstay of this channel, Larry. Tressa C, I got your back today. When T-Streams ain't here, I'm going to hold you down. And so before we get rolling, ladies and gentlemen, what'd you say?
I have my clippers. I'm about to cut her hair off and turn her into a Dora Milaje.
Hey, and
don't do it like that. Don't make it like
if you do that, Larry, he's liable to do that, and that girl liable to whip his ass like she is part of the Dora Milaje. You better not touch these women's hair, bruh. You're gonna draw back, but no. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, there is some big news coming out of Amazon today in regards to a classic movie. I'll show you guys the clip of the movie, and then we'll break it down.
I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Love of all inside of me. Yeah. Sexual Chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
No, the hell he can't.
That boy good.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to America 2 has been bought by Amazon. Deal worth $125, and it will be streaming on Amazon next year instead of going to the theater. Jay Moore, I'm gonna give it to you. Is this a good move by Eddie Murphy and the producers at Coming to America 2?
Definitely a perfect move with the way everything is going with COVID. They probably wouldn't have got $100 million in the movie theaters, and that's why Mulan and all of these, Black Widow, keep getting pushed back because they won't make their money back. They won't make a profit. And Mulan, they put on Disney Plus. It's not making any money like they thought. And, you know, that was perfect deal for Eddie because now he got 125. He didn't recoup and got profit. He don't have to worry about it. Perfect for Amazon because Amazon has been actually putting in a lot of money, you know, building up their movies to compete with Netflix and things. They bring in Rambo, you know, Grambo when he, you know, got out the retirement home and where's my niece? Not my niece, my niece. Okay, they got that on there. And, you know what I'm saying? The boys and all that. They got Butcher. Okay, remember what I told you? Don't be a con. Okay. Now this is Butcher. We're gonna go in. I want you to go put this upside on there under the table. You go in easy peasy Japanese. Okay, you follow me? You can do that. All right, Huey. All you do is stick around for like a lost puppy dog. Okay. I love Butcher. So this is a great win. It's gonna bring more views to Amazon. Everybody gonna see some of that other content they got. Eddie got the money in the bank. Sexy with Charlie. That boy good. That boy good. Good and terrible. Good and
Larry,
terrible.
It's on you now, Larry. How do you feel about the Amazon move to buy the rights to come into America to stream it?
Yeah, man, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm happy that everybody's going to be able to see it, especially because it's coming to Amazon Prime. It's going to be, you know, if you have a subscription, you're going to be able to watch it. It's not going to be any of this stuff like Disney Plus is trying to do with Milan, where you have the subscription, but then you have to pay an extra $30 to watch it. Nah, it's just Amazon Prime. You just, if it's there, it's there. So that's kind of dope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's good. They've been working on this movie, I feel like, for a long time. It took a long time to get Eddie and Arsenio to sign on to this thing. So I'm glad that it's finally coming about. But I just hope it's good because I know there's a lot of production restrictions going on. I'm hoping that they can get everybody in a bubble and make this thing right and don't have to make too many compromises. But
it's done. They finished last year. They finished last year. Before COVID happened, it was finished. They got Lunel, they got Wesley. I gotta pay them taxes. I'm back, baby. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, man.
You know,
so yeah, they actually filmed it at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
They
filmed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one thing on Instagram where Eddie and they was filming with Bad Boys or something was filming because Will Smith or somebody. You know about Lamont? Did you see that? And they all came and talked.
They was also filming at Rick Ross' crib in Atlanta too. So Tracy Morgan, all of them was at Rick Ross' crib, and they did have like a cross up with the Bad Boys 3 movie. So it's done. It was done Christmas. It was done right before December. So it's just a matter of doing the editing, getting it out there for everybody to see it. And like Jay Moore said, this will be a good way to bring more minorities into Amazon Prime, because The Boys is one of the best shows out there right now. Larry J. Moore watches that, and he definitely agrees. The Boys is that thing. The only thing I can't get him to co-sign on, I can't get J. Moore to co-sign on the fact that Homelander is Mike Pence and Trump rolled into one if they could be a superhero. I can't get him to sign off on that.
I have trouble going with you on that one too. I don't really see it, but I mean,
you want me to draw a story for you?
I can say one thing I do see about that.
Okay.
I don't see Homelander seeing himself as that, but the people treat him as if he was Trump with the loyalty and following him and stuff. And
that's it.
Now he's treated like that, but even when Starlight was saying our race is under attack, the white race, he was like, all right, let's see. Let me take a look at your hero. Come here. Let me talk to you for a second. I like when he was on the roof. He's like, oh, go ahead. Don't worry. You'll be able to do it. You're my son. Pushed him off the roof. Shorty.
Look,
Shorty just fell out on the floor.
Here's the one thing that Trump and Homelander want the most: adulation from the crowd. That's the most important thing in both of their lives, and that's the parallel to Trump. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And the parallel to Mike Pence, we know Mike Pence comes off like he's all patriotic and Christian and all that bullshit. And so does Homelander. But behind closed doors, we know both of them is dirty scoundrels that like to get on top of buildings and jack off. Simple as that. That's it. That's it. I don't need to make no more parallels.
He won't even go to dinner without his wife with another woman.
He don't. I mean, because he uses his hand when his wife ain't around, so he ain't got no reason to be there with another woman. Simple as that.
Right. Well, I will say this, so people don't try and come for you later. I don't think that patriotism or religion is BS. I just think that the way that Trump and Pence sort of practice it is BS, because what they're doing is not patriotic, nor is it particularly according to, they don't practice religion based on the doctrines of Christianity as far as Mike Pence is concerned. But
it's just another tool they use to get what they want and further their agendas.
You got it.
Right. Now, as far as the business side of this decision,
holding the Bible.
Now, as far as the business side of this decision with Amazon, I'm not sure how this works out for them in the long term. I mean, I get that it's a bit of excitement, and people who may not have Amazon Prime may sign up for a trial or something so they can watch the movie. But I think these streaming services and these studios need to figure out a real business model to operate and make money outside of the theater system, because the theater system is not coming back anytime soon. We're looking at probably
2023,
probably legitimately being closed for the next two years, and we already have, what was it, Cinemark and some other one that
AMC,
the second largest in the world closed.
Yeah, AMC is closing.
They're closing again.
They're thinking about filing bank. They're out of money. They said they will be out of money in December.
Yeah, see, so you have them closing, and when if they start filing for bankruptcy, and then they lose, I mean, you're talking about, after a while they lose their leases, where they're just like, look, there's no need for us to sit here and keep paying money to be in these malls or have these big buildings, and they can't make any money off, so they just let the leases go. At some point, even if some venture capitalist or some equity firm or whoever comes in and buys them out, they're still going to have to go back and put all these theaters back in place and rehire. I just don't. I think they're going away. I think the whole movie, walk-in movie theater experience, I think is going to be done. I think it's going to be finished a lot like the drive-in theater experience went away in
that
the
might
80s.
come back. See,
that might come back.
What you're saying is true, but it's not necessarily that simple and cut and dry, because the whole reason we even have Avengers movies with $100 million budget or $200 million is because of that. They can make the money back in theaters. If they take away that, there won't be any more $100 million movies, because they'll never make their money back. So they will, because they want to make $1 billion. So they'll put up 200 to make $1 billion. So they want that $1 billion. So they're going to find a way to get that theater stuff working again, because there's too much money left on the table. And then people are going to be mad looking at, videos shot on their cell phone all the time. You know what I mean? Because all this stuff that we watching now was shot pre-COVID. Now, and the thing what you say with the model, it works because you only have so much time a person has to watch TV. So they keep adding new content, like Netflix did good with adding Dolomite, and it brings people. Then you see something else you like, and then you pay another month. You see what I'm saying? And then people get to talking. Hey, did you see this on Netflix? Then somebody else subscribes. So you keep getting new subscribers, and you keep them paying monthly, and that's how they make their money. See, like I don't know about a lot of people, but I invest in the stock market. Like I buy stock, I own stock in Netflix. And so one of the things that they showed to like the shareholders is that they are investing, X amount into content, and that they're bringing in, because Netflix is global. We only think of stuff US, so they're steadily adding millions and millions of subscribers per day, which then, so say if they invest, 500 million into content creation, but then they're bringing in, so many millions in subscribers and they paying 12, 13 a month. If you got 1 million people paying $14 a month, that's $14 million a month. Now you got 100 million people paying $14 a month. You see what I'm saying? Now it's adding up. So that's why they want to keep adding subscribers.
My thing with Netflix and with the other studios is that when you have like the big studios like Warner Brothers and Universal and these places, they have their tentpole movies like the Avengers and Black Widow and Star Wars and all the other big tentpole movies.
And stuff, yeah.
But what happens is Netflix is licensing those movies. I know Netflix is making their own original content, but Netflix is not making original content that's costing $200 million and they need $1 billion to recoup.
Oh, yes, they are.
They do that maybe once a year.
They made that movie Bright with Will Smith. That was $100 million. They spent over $1 billion in content creation just this past year on new stuff because, like you said, with the licensing, everybody has their own streaming. NBC has Peacock, Disney has Disney Plus, so they're taking all of their content back and bringing in money that way. So now Netflix won't put anything on unless they own it. So
but
every show they put, they own.
But the vast majority of the content that Netflix is putting up is licensed because they can't afford to put out, even if they budgeted $2 billion per year, that's not enough to create enough content to keep people coming back. That's why they're licensing so much of their content. And I think that's smart. The problem is how do these studios and other people create a business model that allows them to make the money they need to make to keep creating the content that they create with a streaming world? Because right now,
can I jump in? Can I jump in now? Can I jump in now? Because I'm about to answer your question.
Me and Jay got this. Now go for it, man.
Let me tell you what I got for you and Jay. You see this mute button? I got that and I got that. If I want to use it, damn it, I'll pull that shit out. Speaking of stocks, I was in a meeting 2 days ago when Disney announced they're spinning off a new entertainment division because of what has happened with Mulan. The purpose of this new division is that they are going to try to put some of their mainstream big Marvel budget style movies on streaming, and they're trying to collaborate with other studios, including Tyler Perry Studios, and that made their stock jump up yesterday. If y'all pay attention to stocks,
I got that big news. In Disney, actually,
me too. And they off of that big news and them spinning off, and they did say that Mulan. They said this on Squawk on the Street yesterday. Mulan was a horrible failure, and they feel like it was because the price was too high. They still think that they have a model where you can have Disney Plus and pay maybe half of what you paid for Mulan, and people will be satisfied. Now, if they can pull that off because Disney is a worldwide conglomerate, let's say you get 15, let's say you get, I don't know, let's just say you get 10 million people paying $15 and they're doing a subscription monthly. That might work for a medium budget movie that's about 100 million.
The problem I see with Disney is it's mostly going to be kids. Son, they don't have a lot of adult content. Like when I went, The Mandalorian, I checked out, and then I'm like, man, I'm canceling this. Like, I'm not about to watch The Simpsons and all that other stuff. And I've seen all the Marvel movies and Star Wars. So, I just don't see that working with kids.
This is what I think needs to happen with somebody. The way, I don't know if you, we all saw how Movie Pass was out a couple of years ago, and people loved it. And then, but they couldn't make it work financially. And then AMC came out with their own thing, the AMC A-List Plus, where you paid like $20 a month or something. You got to see 3 movies a week, and I just think that
almost did
that.
Almost
do this with the licensing. But AMC, Disney, somebody needs to come out with a similar program where you could pay $20 a month and you can see all of the first run, streaming movies instead of having to pay for an individual rental of $30 or whatever it is. You do it just like AMC did. You pay $20, $25 a month, you get 3 movies a week. And that should generate enough income that they can continue to make movies and sell a ton of tickets.
And here's the thing:
But they can't fill the movie theater though. They can't. You need a certain amount of people in the theater in order for it, to make a profit. So what you're saying works.
When you don't have to share the profits with the theaters, the studios only need half the money that they did.
Right.
So they don't need to make $2 billion on a movie. They only need to make 750 or something, so that they
that's a whole nother question of corporate greed.
Straight to streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a whole
nother topic of corporate greed, though. I mean, like, does Jeff Bezos need what he got? I mean, they don't need to make that. You're right. I agree, but
the new CEO at Disney, the new CEO at Disney said yesterday pretty much what Larry just said about if you take out the what they have to pay the theaters, they can make it work. And they're so serious about this plan. For all my Disney shareholders, they are highly considering getting rid of the dividend to make the streaming arm where they're going to be presenting you with some of their movies work. So if you get a little note in your email saying Disney's not paying dividends anymore, this is why, because they've branched out and are doing a brand new entertainment conglomerate to, in essence, ice out movie theaters, because they said they need a transition because they feel like no one's going back to the theater for at least 2 years. That's how they're forecasting this thing. So I hope they can make it work.
Suffering.
Yeah, they're suffering. And then the number one revenue generator for Disney in general is the theme park, and most of those are closed anyway. So their streaming service has gone up 52% in the last 3 months, which is way ahead of their schedule. So now they're trying to figure out how to better monetize that, which is why they're expanding into this brand new streaming apparatus. So I wish them well. I mean, I hope they can figure it out. I mean,
one thing Disney doing that's smart is that you can get their Disney Plus for like $10 or $11, but for like $15, you get Hulu, Disney, and ESPN. Yeah, and that's a deal for all three.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Black Friday to see what kind of deal they had, because last year Hulu had a deal where you got where it was $1.99 a month. You'd had to pay for the whole year, but it was $1.99 a month. So for $12, you got the whole year. And the year before that, it was only 99 cents. So I'm hoping this year, because they already have some specials with ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu. I'm hoping they have like a combo deal where maybe on Black Friday you can get all of them for like $5 a month or something if you pay the whole year up front. I'm hoping they'll do some kind of crazy deal. So I haven't subscribed to Disney Plus because I'm kind of waiting on that. I mean, I have a friend's login, so I still get to see it when I want to see it. But like Jay said, there's a lot of stuff on there that's for kids, and a lot of it I've already seen, so I don't really use it all that much.
Yeah, I got it. Right. I got it for $60 when they had the special, and that lasts a year. And I mean, they do got like the national. They've got some other channels up there if you're a real nerd like me. They got like Space Channel, National Geographic. And they've got some other stuff, but if you really want it for movies, that's probably not going to be the place for you. Not yet. Not unless you're going to use it for kids. Or if you want to watch the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff over and over and over again. But I like it. It's cool for now. Especially $60.
I think we're going to see some consolidation. I think we're eventually, because everyone wants to have their own streaming thing. We have, Netflix and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and HBO Max and Peacock and
HBO Max is dope though.
Yeah,
if I had to pick just one out of all, I would probably pick HBO.
I think we're gonna eventually see some people start either someone's gonna get bought out, or they're going to start making some deals together where they're gonna say, okay, subscribe to HBO Max and Disney Plus at the same time. That way you get all the kids stuff with Disney Plus, and you get the grown stuff with HBO Max. They're gonna, because the streaming market right now is really crowded. A lot of people are like, a lot of people are like,
trying to get them all
$14.99 for HBO Max.
Cable.
Right.
Yeah. It's like they don't want to pay $14.99 here and then $12.99 there and $7.99 there and how much ever there. People are like, for one, it's inconvenient to have to keep track of all this crap. A lot of people just make some deals with each other so I can get a bundle. You know,
it's coming.
Yeah.
So
and that's why. Did you guys used to watch? Cinemax, is owned by HBO, And it used to
Cinemax?
be HBO Plus and then Cinemax. So they combined them, like what you say, to give a better deal, man. Because who gonna pay for the HBO and the Cinemax? So HBO Max. But I like HBO because their original content catalog is dope, from The Wire, Sopranos, Game of Thrones. I mean, they original stuff. Lovecraft Country. You can go on, man. HBO got hits, man.
They do.
They really
they
do.
got documentaries.
Yeah.
They got
They
Curb Your
documentaries,
Enthusiasm.
man.
Yeah, they got it, man.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, they got it. They got it up there, man. I've got that one, and I got Stars, and I like Stars for the most part, because Stars had a deal where you could get it for $45 for a year. So I'm still living off that.
I never saw that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Man. That was
now,
a good
do
one.
you guys got cable?
Hell no.
I do.
I
got cable. Right.
I
don't. So go ahead. What you saying?
See, I have cable. I went to go cancel my cable, and when I went to call them and was going to cancel it, and I went to go get my my internet, they told me, the guy was like, "Look, here's the deal." He was like, "We have a special." He was like, "This is the thing. You can cancel it, but to get the same internet speed that you have right now as a standalone," he was like, "for $5 more, you're going to get a cable package." And he was like, and if you go ahead and get this cable package for $5 more, he was like, "I'm going to throw HBO," and he said, "I'll throw an HBO, Showtime, and Stars in there for free for the next year." So
wow.
I was like, okay, so I was like, so what? I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my cable, turn around and pay for internet alone, and then I have to go now and pay for HBO and Showtime or whatever, or bootleg all of them, when I can just pay an extra $5 and get all that other stuff for free, you know? So I mean, to be honest with you, the more that I look at cable, the more that I look at people who are like trying to cut the cord, unless you're willing to just say, I'm not paying for anything, I'm just gonna get everything bootleg. If you're really trying to do it legit, and you're going to get, you know, some sort of streaming service like YouTube TV or Hulu TV, or pay for the individual services, it comes out to be the same price or more than cable. And to be honest with you, if you have cable, it's just way more convenient, because not only do you get everything on your TV simply through a box, but you also get access to all those apps. So
right, that's what I was gonna say, in case you ain't, say it. But like Larry just said, when you get cable, like I got HBO and all that on my cable, I get HBO Max for free. I get Stars, the apps, you get all of them for free. Yep. So like people paying for Stars, HBO, like I get them for free, and it's on my TV, phone, and I got AT&T Uverse. They got an app that I got on my phone that is exactly like my TV. So anywhere I am, I can watch whatever's on TV live. I could be in Canada watching what's on my TV at home, watching what's on my DVR, all of that. Anywhere. Right. Yeah, watching live TV.
I mean, they have made it such that the whole cord cutting thing looked like it was going to be really promising. Like if you're just someone who just does not watch TV, then maybe cutting the cord and picking up one service or something is worth it. But if you're someone who watches a fair amount of TV, which I think most of us do right about now with this whole pandemic, the cord cutting thing just doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's good maybe as a supplement, but it's not good as your main thing, unless you're willing to bootleg everything. Yeah. Unless you're willing to bootleg. If you're bootlegging everything and you have like some, and you're downloading everything, or you're getting your stuff off some pirated source, then yeah, of course, because you're not paying anything, you know.
Well, I see one of your comments.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I see Malika Sanders said, you got to negotiate them bills. She's 100% right. Every time my little package is up, I'm like, hey, I'm about to cancel. I got a better deal from such and such. I got the paper right here. It say I get this, and I ain't got nothing in my hand. They like, oh, well, we can't do anything. I'm like, transfer me to the final people.
Retention.
I forgot what they called. They be like, okay, we want to keep you. We got this. They start typing or whatever. Because at first they be trying to hit me for over 200. I get it down to like 160, which is still high, but I feel better.
Well, fellas,
I mean, but when you think about it, I mean, 160 is not that bad when you think about it, because if you're trying to get, like, for someone like me, right? Because I'm a YouTuber, Lamont's a YouTuber, we need fast internet because we're doing live streams like this, which suck up a lot of bandwidth. We're uploading videos, and unless you want to sit there and go to sleep and wake up the next morning with your upload still going, you want fast internet. So when we're paying for fast internet, that costs money. So when you go in there and you're paying $105, $110 a month for fast internet, and then you turn around, you think, okay, I'm going to pay.
I pay about 70, but that's high.
$110 for what the
Our internet's expensive out here, bro. I mean,
man, I pay $35.99 with taxes and fees and charges and all that. The cable guy's only getting $42.97 out of me for just fast 100 MBS internet. That's all I pay.
What company you with?
Spectrum.
Oh, they in my area too.
Yeah.
See,
that's who I be saying I'm gonna go with.
Check them out.
See, we have Cox, and Cox basically offered us a thing where with Cox, it's like you can get 25 megabits, 50 megabits, and then it jumps up to 300 megabits. The problem is that 25 and 50 aren't enough for me, so I had to go up to 300. And 300 is going to cost you. So, it's just one of those things where, it's like, okay, you pay this amount. And I mean, it's just like if you go to a grocery store and you see a buy one, you say a thing where it says buy two and get 5 free. Okay, you gonna buy 2 of them? Or are you gonna buy one of them at $3.50, or buy 2 of them at $3.50 and then get a whole bunch of extras?
Well, it depends on your goal. If you're trying to diet and get them cuts for the slut like me, you're gonna keep it at 1 and just pay the $3.15. But
it depends on what you're buying. You might be buying some boneless, skinless chicken breast or something that you need for your protein. It might be it might be something healthy.
That's true.
But, all I'm trying to say is that right now, the way that they got hip to the whole cord cutting game, they made it such that it doesn't make a lot of sense, because now when you go, if you're like, oh, I got this great 4K service with Netflix and I want to stream everything in 4K on my 4K TV, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you only have 25 megabit down internet. That's why you're buffering every 2 seconds. You're not getting 4K anything. So then you're like, okay, well, how much is it to upgrade? Well, you can upgrade to 50, but that's not enough. You're going to need to go up even higher. So then you go up higher, then you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm like nearly at cable cost at this point. So then you start looking at packages, and the next thing you know, you're back in a cable package. You're like, why do I need these other services? Because now I have cable again.
Yep.
So
whatever y'all do not sign nobody's long-term contract. We're maybe 2 years away from everybody getting 5G. A lot of cable companies trying to tie people up in contracts all over again. Just chill out. Avoid the contract.
So what do you think about this 5G? It's a lot of conspiracy about that, as well as other stuff. So, I mean, what do y'all think about 5G?
Oh, Lord. Larry, I'll let you go first on this one.
Mine is real short. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let other people try it out and do whatever first, and I'm going to wait. That's on me. For a phone, TV, any of that, I'm going to wait.
Yeah. Well, I have a 5G Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It's not hooked up to 5G service because I have a prepaid AT&T SIM card in there, where if you guys don't realize, also, if you're looking for phone service, if you pay for your whole year up front, you get some serious discounts. Because I get like 8 gigs a month with rollover data and unlimited talk and text, and I pay $300 for the year. And when I paid $300 for the year, they gave me an extra $50 off to use the next year. So this year I only paid $250 for the year. So I mean,
that's a steal.
That's only like 20-something bucks a month.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to kill you talking about I pay $50 a month. You said $300 for the year too. Yeah, that's a deal.
So, and you get the rollover data. So like right now, and really in large part, most of the time, I'm at home on Wi-Fi. So I don't really use much mobile data anymore. So when I look at my stuff, I always have a ton of data that I could use. So I'm just, anyway, that's just one of those things. If you guys are looking for service, consider something where you can pay your whole year up front. There's a lot of good deals out there. But as far as 5G, which is getting back to the original point, I think it's all conspiracy. I don't think there's anything up with 5G. I think I think that like anything, they're going to come out and say, well, there's higher frequencies of this or that, and it may cause some damage or something. And people will come out with some 5G blocking phone cases or whatever. I don't know. The reality of it is 5G is nothing but the implementation of bandwidth that we've already been using for other stuff. We've been using it for shortwave radios. We've been using it for microphones. We've been using it. They're just utilizing,
but they got to put up more towers.
That's already been available.
Yeah, the problem with people, I see Fudgy Babe said it's killing her trees. But what people were saying, the 5G, I don't know if that's true or not. I see what she's saying, but one thing that about the 5G is that it's got a shorter wave, like you say, so they got to put up more towers, and that's what people are worried about. Like, we are all being experimented on now because we the first population ever had Wi-Fi running through us. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have Wi-Fi in your house, go to your phone, everybody watching, and you can pull up Wi-Fi networks. It's probably 10 of them running right through you. You just ain't got one. That's all that is. So we all are first generation having all this stuff going through us. We don't know what it's going to affect. And women, like they say, some of this stuff may start to make people more sterile. Men and women, like men always keeping the phone in your pocket, and all the phones you can look emit radiation. They say it's a safe level, but they deemed what level is safe. And if you always have your phone on, like most people never turn their phone off. I'm one of those. I just don't turn it off. So it's always on. People putting it in their pocket, putting it in their back pocket, then people getting, booty cancer. You know what I'm saying? And you got, your balls unravel or something. You know what I mean? And then you wonder, well, what happened? That girl, I knew it. She was the $2 old. We had a lot of fun, but it wasn't that fun when the fun was over. Not realizing that your phone or something. I mean, like what they saying with a lot of people with this, what's going on now. I don't want to say because YouTube be trying to do whatever. So some people may be fine, but you don't know what effects it may have a couple years down the road in your body,
I know one effect it ain't having. It ain't killing coronavirus. I can tell you that. That much is for sure.
I'll tell you this. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. I'm 50. So I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and we were exposed to everything. I mean, some of you younger folks have benefited from regulation. We didn't have any of that stuff. People were dumping stuff wherever they wanted to. We were drinking saccharin and what's that other stuff? The stuff that was before, like
NutraSweet. NutraSweet.
No, what was in Tab? You talking about what they was putting in Tab? Pops.
We were drinking stuff that they used to embalm dead people.
God,
so
y'all wasn't smoking, drinking wet. Y'all was drinking wet, straight out the bottle.
Right. We thought we were.
We was in the chicken coop back in the day. That's what we was in. We got our eggs fresh. We got them fresh. We was in the chicken coop when they hatched.
Now it could be.
We had all kinds of stuff. We were exposed to everything. So I'm lucky I'm alive right now. So
it wasn't that bad.
5G don't have nothing for me.
So it's like this. I keep my phone on me all the time, and I've been having a cell phone close to my body, since I graduated college in 2005. And shouts out to my ass, Young and Viral just had a baby. Even with all the stuff y'all talking about, I spit out that pretty thing right there. So obviously, I'm like Wolverine. I'm immune to this shit. I'm like Wolverine. I spit out good genetics. You feel me?
You got swimmers. You had Michael Phelps up in that company.
Bruh, they was in there for 40 years ready to get their ass out. And when they came out, boy, they made something special. That's all I can say.
They for 40 years. They were trying to get free. That was the freedom, bro. They just sort of like, I've been here for 40 years. And Master then kept me in here. Never let me see the light of day. I see I'm going. I see this. This is my ride. Well, that's an egg. No, that's my ride out of here.
Damn right. And they call.
Let's just hope that baby girl has better taste in teams.
Oh my gosh, she gonna like what her daddy like, and that's gonna be perfect taste. That's what she gonna like. She gonna like the Heat. She gonna like the Dolphins. She gonna like all that.
She's gonna be a Laker fan.
You
She's
in
gonna say,
Miami.
"Daddy, I want to love him, but I love winners."
Man, by the time she's of age, Lakers ain't gonna be winning nothing. LeBron gonna be done retired. His
You know
son
what?
gonna be.
That's what they said 30 years ago. That's what they said 30 years ago.
Hey, look, y'all snuck in one or two. I can't even lie about
one or
that.
two or three or four or
No, it was
five.
four.
Or wait,
Five.
15,
Five.
6. Wait, what is that? 17? What do we have? 17 now?
Man, you act like y'all won 17.
We
You
have
act like
more
y'all won 17
championships
since
than I think some of your
1980.
teams even have been in the league.
You act like y'all won 17 since 1980.
We have more championships on our franchise than some teams have even been in the league.
Well, then you can't count that. It ain't our fault we won't in the league. What? How the hell are you gonna put that on us? Somebody had to come and buy the team. You can't count.
All I gotta say is the Lakers have won as many as the Bulls have in the recent era.
That's
6.
true. That's true.
You know,
That's true.
so
Can we all now? Can we just? We have to have the argument. I know Jordan has 6, and LeBron has 4.
Come on,
I think we have to make the argument that LeBron is the GOAT. Jordan won his championships at one place with his owners and his team, building his team up. LeBron has gone and built up 4 different teams and 3 different teams and won his championship.
So he's a good GM. That's what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I'm
LeBron's a
saying
better GM.
You want to call it? Yeah, I mean, you can say he's a good GM and a great player. I'm just saying at this point, as much as I love Jordan and grew up loving Jordan, I'm thinking I might have to say LeBron at this point, I think is the GOAT.
The only way you could possibly lean toward LeBron is because he's such an activist off the basketball court to go along with his greatness on the basketball court. That I think
right, and I think Jordan's a Republican.
He's not a Republican, man. He's not a Republican. He just like the fact that Republicans wear Jordans. That's his problem. Yeah.
Now,
but
I will say this. Jordan didn't get a lot of publicity. Like, he donated over $1 million to my high school. And they was able to build the football team. And that's an all-black, all-male high school in Chicago. And it didn't make the news. And this was 20 years ago.
Right.
This was 20 years. He didn't just do it recently, 20 years ago. So Mike has done some things, but it didn't get publicized. And back then, they damn sure wasn't going to make it known. Now, could he have made a school like LeBron and Jalen Rose? He could have. And you know how many people would have loved to go to Michael Jordan's school? You know how many people that would have inspired in the city?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't do that. You know,
I think
I will say as far as just basketball skills only, LeBron has a longevity advantage because he played longer than Jordan. So he gonna have more points, rebound, all of that stuff. But if you go by analytical, by their game, what they did per game, Jordan beats him on all of that. You know, LeBron, it took him about 8 years to learn how to win. He had to go to Miami. He crushed. He folded against Dallas.
Well, hell, it took Jordan that long too.
But he went against the bad boys, legendary team. That Dallas team ain't no legendary team. The bad boy Pistons went to 3 straight finals against the Lakers, against Portland. You know what I mean? They got built against the 86 Boston Celtics, which is one of the historic teams of all.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, the 86. You calling the Boston Celtics a team is just not right. That was a gang. That was just
them dudes from
they sat down. That gang held they sat down. Okay,
you can say the same thing about
Detroit without catching a PD roll.
Nah, you can say the same thing about Detroit. They play back in the day. You were playing football on the basketball court in essence during Jordan's era. But I mean, you can't knock LeBron for longevity. That's just being smart. Jordan did the cigar. Jordan did the gambling. He did all the off-field antics. He didn't keep his body up. You can't knock LeBron for that.
Oh, yes, he did. Jordan didn't have a decline of skill. He got old, retired twice. He was bored. When he retired in 98, when he came back, he was 39 with the Wizards and 40.
Well, that's his fault. That's his fault.
He
He
still
should have
dropped
left.
20 a game, though. He still averaged 20 a game at 40 after taking years off. Some people in their prime don't average 20 a game.
Yeah, but we
He
talking
should have
about
never have come
LeBron.
back. He should have went
We
play
talking
baseball.
about LeBron.
No, he
LeBron
should have never
still
came
averaged.
back. You're right.
Yeah, he shouldn't have came back. He should have just
He
said,
should have went play baseball, had a good time with the rest of his sports career. That's what he should have
No,
done.
he should have came back from the first one. He shouldn't have came back after 98. He shouldn't have went to play baseball. Like, we would have won 8 straight. I really believe that.
No, that's what. I'm not sorry. I wasn't talking about that one. I was just saying when he came back when he was 30-something, he should have never have come back and played for the Wizards. He should have just went and played baseball. He should have went to the minor leagues, played. Hopefully, he got good enough. He could have made a major, made the majors and enjoyed the rest of his time as someone young enough to be able to compete at the professional level. And maybe he would have lived out his dream. I mean, no, I don't think anybody was expecting Jordan to be, a 300 hitter or an all-star, but if he would have got up there and got a couple of base hits, maybe hit a home run or whatever, he would have had the time of his life. People would have loved it. He would have sold $1 billion in jerseys for whatever team he was on, and it would have been all good.
Now, one thing, because I'm a big Jordan fan, like, that's my era. I watched. That's what I grew up on. I'm from we used to practice Jordan when I'm a big Jordan fan, so I remember that. And so what happened when he retired with baseball is they went on strike. Y'all remember baseball went on strike at around 94, 93, yeah. And so they wanted him to cross the picket line to play for the White Sox.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said no. And so that made him basically, he couldn't play no more. He went back to the Bulls. But, if they didn't go on strike, which I was furious because I was a baseball fan then too. And we had Bo Jackson, Frank Ty. We was going to win that year. I really believe we was. We was in first place. I'm like, man, why not going to win after 100 years?
I love that dude too, man. That was my guy back in the baseball days.
Bo Jackson?
Bo Jackson, man.
Bo Jackson, yeah.
Don't y'all remember that show that had Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne
Pro
Gretzky?
Stars.
Pro Stars, man.
Pro Stars. I used to watch that every Saturday morning, man. Come on now. Wayne Gretzky, Bo, and Jordan. And Bo Jackson did the football and baseball type stuff. He's doing both or whatever.
But fellas, we only got about 8 minutes left, and we ain't even talked about power yet. I have to give the fans, before they be complaining about our clickbait, I have to give them what they want. Because we've been up here for 52 minutes. We ain't said nothing about power other than y'all picking on my girl, the reformed Professor Carrie. Now, I don't want to see no comments about clicking locks and her hanging out by doors because her panties get wet, okay? None of that tonight. Now, what I want to talk about is this picture right here. Ladies, gentlemen, fellas. Y'all see the lineup. You see who they have. It's king, queen, rooks, bishops, all that. Jay Moore, how do you think this relates to the story?
Not at all.
What?
Clickbait.
What?
Man, Tariq is not no king running. He messing up. Don't know what he doing. I know they trying to build him as the new ghost in training, this and that. He don't have. I just can't buy it, man. I guess I'm not no big, Nino Brown. I'm not gonna say that, but I know and did a little, and I just don't see him doing that. You know what I mean? And he keep messing up. And then he come up and say stuff, and then like Kane, oh man, how much you paying him? He would have been like, dude, why you in the business? He up here like when he asked him about the cop coming and all of that. Like, how you know all? Like, who are you, college boy? Like, you know what I'm saying? It would be, shut up, college boy, if I give you some homework. So,
hey man, look, I told
think
y'all
that he can possibly. If he learned and listened, but he don't really have nobody to learn and listen to. Tasha is messed up too. So I don't know.
They need to bring Tommy in there. They need to bring Tommy in there as his gangster mentor.
But do you think
Tommy want to kill him?
Yeah, I was about to say Tommy ain't gonna want to work with him. Tommy ain't gonna want to work with him. Tommy is not gonna want to work with him, man.
No.
Now his only hope, he's gonna weasel his way close to Monet. She gonna teach him everything she know. Then he gonna start eliminating the Tejada family, and then he still got his mama who taught ghosts. That's how it's gonna work out. That's how it's gonna
Well,
be.
she didn't
gonna
teach
happen.
ghosts. His mama Tasha ain't teach ghosts. What are you talking about?
I think what's gonna happen is Tariq's gonna go ahead and Tariq's gonna turn bi. He's gonna sleep with Drew. Make Drew fall for him, and he's gonna convince Drew to kill Monet.
Man, stop, man.
Hey, Tariq,
okay.
Tariq, you know what I can do? I can draw a nice picture on these muscles.
Here you go.
I like art. Come here, Tariq. Let me make you look real gangster.
What y'all trying to say? Is y'all trying to say this face looks a little suspect? What y'all trying to say?
See, look at him. And came back there looking
he was about to wink.
Came back there thinking, looking a little thirsty too, like he's like licking his lips.
Now, Larry,
like, I might want a little piece of that.
Larry,
See,
Larry, do you remember? Larry, do you remember when I did?
And he's gonna turn them both out and put them against Monet. That's what's gonna happen.
Larry, do you remember when we done our first review and I showed that picture and I said from day one, not only is he gay, but the dad is bisexual, and they jumped down my throat and said, "No, you don't know what the hell you're talking about." And then what? Next thing we know,
I didn't go with you on the dad, but I definitely agree that Drew was gay.
Okay.
Why did you say the dad? What made you say the dad?
Because he's got some sideways looking photos too. He's got some sideways looking photos. He's in prison, and when Monet ain't showing up to give up the draws, he clapping something. He clapping something.
Maybe dude.
You want to know what they have to do, man? You think that? I want to know. Oh, we don't do that, man. We don't do that, man. I don't like chorizo in chocolate, in the chocolate.
Well, how do you? Well, since we got you on the phone, Lorenzo, how do you feel about little Tariq smashing your wife and your daughter, and possibly your son too?
You know, he just smashed the whole family.
If he's smashing thing, oh no, I'm going to smash his mama. His mama in there, I'm going to give his mama. Okay, he better not smash my brown sugar. That my brown sugar, Monet. I like it. Okay, I like it. Okay, I like my churro with chocolate.
But Lorenzo, you do realize Tariq killed the biggest gangster in New York that you don't even know.
Hey, looky, okay. I'm sleepy, okay? I'm sleepy on the competition, okay? But I'm going to find out who yours is. I'm going to find out who yours is. And if I find out that he is your son, his mama in trouble. I might make it mama yours, okay?
Oh, damn.
I'm going to put you all away.
Now, Lorenzo, I got one more question for you. Before we let you hang up this line, I know those calls in jails are very expensive, and hell, I'm not paying for it. Larry paying for it.
I call it Calais. I call it Calais. That's
why everybody has cell phones in there.
Yeah.
Everybody get their burners in there.
Yeah. Now, Lorenzo, this is my last question.
I need a new charger.
If you can answer this for me, Lorenzo, I might can help you with that. Lorenzo, are you at all related to Effie?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I Effie a lot of girls, so I don't know. She could be mine. I don't know. I Effie too much. Hey, which one did I Effie? Oh, you say her name is Effie. Oh, I don't know. I got a lot of mama pregnant. I don't know. I got a lot of chiquitos. They could be mine. I don't know. You know, say.
Oh.
No pay. I know that. No pay.
I told y'all Lorenzo could be related to Effie, but nobody likes to listen to my conspiracies until the night before.
I can go with you on that. I can go with you on the whole Effie thing.
Now, see, here go. Let me put this up here.
Had her in that one episode on the season. I don't know why.
Larry, you see that disrespectful mess from the mooch? You see that disrespect? Look, all those lock and keys. She trying to say, see, this what she want to see. Now, I'm not going to have this out of you, Nutella. Stop it. Just because you see a locked door, a key, don't mean that she's just going to melt her underwear. Stop it, Muchella. Stop it. Leave my girl alone. You got to leave her alone.
Oh, man. I wonder what episode Tariq's going to smash that in.
Golly.
Tariq going to get on his tippy toes trying to get up in that.
No, man. Tariq ain't getting, no.
I'm just saying.
No, man. Look, this woman is in Sexual Anonymous. getting herself together because she is an esteemed, accredited member of the education establishment. Now, y'all need to give her a chance and leave her alone, poor woman. Damn.
Just because
Really,
she got a
we need to
good
give her a
job
chance
don't
like
mean
Zeke
she ain't a
is?
bust down. She just a bust down with a good job, which is the kind I like. That's the kind I prefer.
God.
Okay, if somebody is a bust down and got a good job, email me. No, I'm just playing.
Oh man,
my
you
Lord,
might start getting some emails.
Man, look.
Hey, I would answer. No, I'm joking.
Jay Moore, I got one more for you before we all get up out of here. What we gonna do about old Professor Plagiarism?
Oh my God, this little thief right here, little thief in the night. He over here, he's wannabe Edgar Allan Poe, but all he got is the Poe part. He's a poet,
that's right.
for a writer.
Man, Tariq about to put that dude to work.
He gonna put him to
what
work.
I really
He's
don't
gonna
like
go to his
about
car.
him is
He's
he
gonna
keep
go to his
giving
car. He's
Tariq
gonna
a
open
hard
the trunk
time,
up.
but then you stealing from him. You like giving him a hard time, but really you want to be him is what it is.
Right.
Jabari's gonna open his trunk and he's gonna find a duffel bag in there, like Tariq did to his professor at Choate. He's gonna find that duffel bag in there. He's gonna be like, "You got 2 weeks to put it back, to cut it up and get it back out there," because he's gonna be like, "You work for me now." I mean, I want to know how smart Tariq is, because this dude's writing papers for him. He's writing papers for his professor. He's writing papers for Zeke. I mean, this dude must be a literary genius.
Right.
Shakespeare.
I can write papers fast, but damn, for 3 people,
for real. He added them 10 pages in lunchtime, didn't he?
Yeah,
them 10 pages.
I mean, I have people that said they saw Tariq typing the 10 papers as his ass was running to the cafeteria. I've seen it because he stayed running in this damn series. Every time he turn around, his ass is running. And I have people
in some good shape. I'm telling you, he should join a track team.
Look at the waves in his head.
Like, I don't need to worry about y'all anymore. I got a track scholarship. I can stop selling dope. I can stop worrying about Stearns and all them. I got a track scholarship. I'm good.
And that's it. And then he can go hook up with a real sister, Keisha from The Shy. Tariq and Keisha.
There you go. I like it.
Tariq wouldn't know what to do with no damn
Pepperdine. They transfer out to Pepperdine in California, and then they can hook up with Tommy.
Tariq wouldn't know what to do with no damn man. Come on, man.
I don't think anybody know what to do with her. I think she's gonna need some serious therapy.
Yeah, she gonna need. Well, fellas, that's gonna do
she
it
been
for
messing
tonight.
with Emmett. Emmett done knocked the dust off of that. So Tariq come in with his little, pretty boy waves trying to. It ain't gonna work.
Well, I mean, you say that like Emmett ain't 3 steps away from being a pretty boy himself. He done got his feeling all caught up in Lala, who done went to the shop from Power.
Man. That's true.
Lala, man, she needs to go get some Michelle. What's her name? What's that singer's name? She needs to get some K Michelle reversal surgery.
Oh my God.
Because she just got overboard with it, man.
Talking about with that rump roast. They had to put rump roast on the menu. Hey, I wanted to come and get a sample of that roast. You know what I'm saying? When I saw they had rump roast on the menu, I'm like, man, where the hell is Sonny's? Google Sonny's.
I always thought Tiff looked like she was a cupcake away from being fat. Then they showed Tiff next to Lala, and I was like, well, damn. I was like, Tiff is looking skinny next to her.
So let me shout out our super chatter, Comic Chat. Yes, we do read them. And normally when the conversation is not this busy, we do something to show our appreciation. So for you, I'm going to give you this one to say thank you for super chatting the good folks on this channel.
I represent the rent is too damn high party. Playing a silly game, it's not going to happen. The rent too damn high movement, the people I'm here to represent can't afford to pay their rent. Listen, someone's stomach, child stomach just growled. Did you hear it? Rent is too damn high.
Man, where you get that? I forgot all about him.
J-Mo, I keep them. When people super chat out, I've got something on deck to show them to say thank you, and that's just another way to do it. I keep them on deck. I got it off YouTube. I feel
like we need to scroll up. I feel like we missed a few of them, man.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We missed my boy 705. So let me give
Sally came from the channel to support, so she
Yeah,
sent
so
you something. A couple
let-
people.
let me give. I appreciate it. Let me give y'all another one. This one should make y'all laugh too. For the other people that super chatted, this is for you to say thank you.
But you don't think I can write them books? Just because I'm blind don't mean I'm dumb.
How could this have happened? A black white supremacist.
Show us your face. We want to see your face. Who said that? You want to see my face? Clayton, go on, brother.
He was the only Negro we'd ever had around here. So we figured we'd make it easier on Clayton by just telling him and all the other blind kids that he was white.
Don't be afraid.
The boys.
Black power, people. Black power. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. But don't you not forget to subscribe to the big homie Jay Moore, who decided to come through, show us some love. I will be returning the favor on his channel within the next 2 weeks. Look out for that. Show the living legend Larry some love. And Jay Moore, we're going to give you the last word as we get ready to get up out of here.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for having me. I love talking with you guys, Lamont, Larry. Good time talking. Everybody that came through from, my channel to support. It's a lot of you guys, but I appreciate you all for coming through, support Lamont, me, Larry. And, we all working to bring more dope content to all of you. So thanks for supporting us, man.
That's right.
That's it.
Larry.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, as I always do, make sure you get out there and vote. Early voting has started. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for as long as you vote for Joe Biden. And wear a mask. Mask up. I just want to say that if you have not paid attention, I know people are sick of COVID. They're tired. They want to be out and about. But if you look at the COVID map, there is not a single green state in the union.
Not a one.
Every single state is either red, orange, or beige, or whatever it is, which is basically saying it's just neutral.
Look like Trump.
But that's like 2 states. Every other state is orange or red. So COVID is on the rise again. So please, please, and an extra please, wear a mask. And if you don't want to do it for me, you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for the healthcare workers that are in the hospitals that have to take care of these people. These people are putting their lives on the line every single day, and they have to wear a mask 10, 12 hours a day. And so at the very least, do it for them. Send them less patients.
Exactly. Having said that, people, early voting starts in North Carolina tomorrow. I will be first in line getting that thing done. And I'll let you guys know how it goes because, I ain't going to be intimidated. I keep something in the car, and I'm getting that damn vote in. So you guys stay strong. Get your voting.
I did absentee ballot for the first time in my life this year.
Congratulations.
I hope that it makes it, but
hey, we're gonna have faith that we're gonna get there.
Right.
We're gonna turn blue, and we are gonna get this COVID thing under control. But like Larry said, wear a mask. Till that next Sex is Hell video, we'll see you.
Peace.